All right, welcome everybody. So glad to have you here for what we call our Gardner Showcase. And the reason we wanted to do this is because we have so many people that are deciding that we've got to make some changes in our life, especially because we're all about the flat belly lifestyle. And it has a lot of things that we have to do, and it kind of gets expensive. We're a Kana, which means in the hands of God. We started our company in 420 of 2019 with CBD products and essential oils. We expanded into wellness and weight management. And one of our big focuses is on our flat belly lifestyle because we want to elevate our well-being and our soul, but we got to go back to the garden. Yep, we got to go back to where our great grandmothers did. My grandparents always had greens in the backyard. Some of them used to talk about eating meat. Guess what? They had the pigs and the chickens and the cows. So it didn't take long for them to get that food because children are going to not live as long because of the life expectancy, because of what they're eating. And 20 to 30, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer of people 20 to 49 years of age. Even the doctors are saying it. Listen, check this out.
2/3 of adults are now overweight or obese, and we have an epidemic cascade of debilitating disease that's overcoming the country. There's no way we can sustain the current style of care with the epidemic that we're creating with our diet and lifestyle choices.
The diabetes, the arthritis, the heart disease, the dementia, the obesity, the cancers are affecting about 70% of deaths. All the data is that those 70% of deaths and morbidity are largely lifestyle related and preventable.
Most kids by age 10 in the US already have fatty streaks in their arteries, the first stage of atherosclerosis leading to heart attacks, strokes.
Here in American medicine, we operate from the disease model. We are in the business of treating sick people. We are not in the business of trying to prevent people from becoming sick.
When you look at chronic disease risk, all the things that we walk around worrying about, actually dietary choices trump smoking when it comes to those risks.
If I could deliver one message to the researchers who are looking for the cause of diabetes and the cause of clogged arteries and the cause of high blood pressure and the cause of obesity, I would tell them the answer is in 3 words. It's the food. It's what Americans are eating.
So that's why we're doing this, because we want to show what we can do ourselves. We got to take back our own health, take control of our health, stop eating so much animal protein, so much processed food, if it's in a can, a jar, or if it's in a bag, or if it's in a box, and get up and move. Because we got too much animal protein that's impairing our kidneys and our organs and our cells. And we say it's genetic because your mama had it. No, genetics is only loading the gun, but our lifestyle, according to Dr. Oz, says that's what's pulling the trigger. So look at this. You're going to hear some stories of people that are starting to do their own thing. But here's why we've got to do our own thing.
Buyer beware, the truth about grocery store misting, and it may not be just water. Have you ever noticed the misting in the produce section? During a recent visit to Sprouts store in Florida, I was met with a strong chemical odor lingering around the produce as they misted it. It raised a crucial question. What exactly are they spraying on those fruits and veggies? As it turns out, it could be a product called Produce Max. This substance isn't just confined to the misting sprays at select grocery stores, it's even used in pre-cut fruit. It serves various purposes, including misting, crisping, treatment, and washing, but upon closer examination, I discovered that Produce Max, a product of ChemStar, contains ingredients like sodium hypochlorite, commonly known as bleach or liquid bleach. This raises concerns, as while they're using it to mist the produce, they also advise ChemStar customers to avoid inhaling vapor sprays or mists in its undiluted form, precisely what they are subjecting the shoppers to, albeit diluted within the closed store environment, not to mention when consuming it. Also, the fine print absolves them of liability for any problems arising from the product. Notably, Produce Max is utilized by known retailers, including Sprouts, H-E-B, Harris Teeter, Safeway, and more. It may not be the case at every location. Be sure to check with your store. Are you comfortable with this being sprayed on produce? Share and comment below.
Listen, and that's what's happening. Even oftentimes in the places where they're growing, they're spraying pesticides and insecticides and all these things. And these are things that are getting in our food. So we detox here at Akana, and that's the process of removing those toxins, getting in a position where your body can actually heal itself, but we got to get the toxins out because the job of the liver is to detox. Somebody said that the other day. I saw a post on Facebook and they said, the job of the liver is to detox. You don't need to detox. Really? If we got all these toxins that are not causing the liver to function properly, then we've got to detox the liver. And so we use products to put inside of our juicing that help us to do the detoxing, to eliminate the mucus and the parasites, a tea to drink, to pull those toxins out, a superfood to increase the nutrients that we get. And we use fruits and vegetables to do that. We juice. We buy, and not just going to buy in the grocery store and buying a juice that's got a lot of sugar in it, but juicing gives you the vitamins and the nutrients that you need. Comes from what? Whole foods. And it helps you get a larger intake. Some of you don't like certain fruits and vegetables, but if you juice them, you wouldn't even know you had it. And we start with a green red juice that has ginger and lemons and apples and celery and spinach or kale in it. It has beets in it. It has carrots in it. Then we move to a veggie delight that actually has cilantro and radish, beets again, bell peppers, red apples, celery sticks, and carrots. And our third juice, especially when you're doing the 21 days, has parsley and spinach or kale and celery and red apples, red onions, cucumbers, and again, carrots. So here at Akana, we want food to be our medicine and our medicine to be our food. The most radical thing that we can do, what? Is to grow our own food. So I'm going to stop sharing and we're going to get the showcase going. And I'm going to go all the way on the other side of the country. I got to start with Mr. Anthony Morris, guys. Listen, I am so inspired and so thankful that he was able to be here. And that's why I'm going to start with him because he is in the Philippines. Oh my God. And he's going to share with what's going on there. Take it away, Anthony.
Hello, Wakanda Nation. I'm here at my farm house at my completely organic farm. I got a good light here. I don't know if you can see all the way back, but I got trees going. I got banana trees. I have lemon trees. I have papaya trees. I have the other one, and I also have banana trees. And this farm is completely organic. It's 28.8 acres. It goes all the way back to the wood line. I know you can't see it's night here, and it's also rainy season. But in the wood line there, I have a organic fish pond, and we're gonna go around here just for a minute. This is the farmhouse. This is my gazebo. And here is where the animals live. Unfortunately, here, they don't know about eating anything. A lot of these people here utilize the turkeys and the pigs and the goats. So we have turkeys, we have chickens, we have also ducks and guineas. I also have 2 goats. And this is my early crop here where I planted okra, eggplant, peppers, and squash. And so we have all this land here that we're developing to grow organic vegetables and all the trees. I have so many trees that we've planted. We're going out here a little bit across the field. That's my gate there. We're putting concrete in there because of parking, because during the rainy season, you can't get in here with vehicles. So the vehicle park will be right here. We're putting concrete down. The last plant that I did out here, we planted corn, white corn. As you can see right there, we've got white corn, we've got yellow corn, we got some more okra there. And I want you to come on over here in the corner here, and we can see where we've planted our cantaloupes and watermelons. And if you look down this line, it goes all the way back, 28.8 acres. We have trees all the way down on the right of way. And if you look back up this way, you can see how it looks here in the first section. So we're going to be doing some more planting here, but we're leaving here, the Philippines, Wednesday. We're headed to Nepal. We'll be doing the same thing. And from there to India, doing the same thing and dealing with the blind people there. 90,000 people in that country, in that place, that were born blind. We think we have a solution to what's going on with them. And we'll move from there and go to Pakistan, hopefully get back to Chicago the end of July.
Oh, man, thank you.
Are we still there? Did everybody see that?
Yeah, yeah.
The goat house, we built that house. Our workers are good workers. We put the fencing in. The next thing I have to do is put in my cameras. And as you can see, I have a big garden tiller. It's back to the garden. The question is, why now? Because God knows that we need the garden to complete the process, what we're doing here at Akana. Thank you, Dr. Ross, for allowing me to share. I'm going to get out of the way so everybody else can share, and looking forward to seeing all these other people with green thumbs.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony.
Absolutely. I wanted to get you out of the way in case you needed to go to sleep.
Well, now, okay, I'm going to be working out here tomorrow because I'm on a short fuse now because I fly out to Nepal on Wednesday. But I appreciate you, and it's a joy just to be out here doing this. I was doing it in Chicago and everywhere, Mississippi, where I go, and I just thank God for the opportunity. Thank God to be a vessel and to be in the hands of God with Akana. And we have to put in the groundwork. We're working out logistics here and everywhere. So when we go global, hallelujah, I think by 2025, all of our products will be legal here. They've moved into Thailand. It's legal in Thailand. So they're starting to catch on. And so that's what we're working on. So we can have our full repertoire over here. But right now, we're able to get the cleanse in, and people are their lives are being changed over here already. So I just thank God for the opportunity to be out here doing this.
Awesome. Man, that's great. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Now, let's keep it moving because we got about 10 people to showcase today. It's amazing. I'm so excited for those that have responded. The second person I want to bring to the floor, because, all of us ain't got all that kind of land, right? Okay. But I've encouraged people, no matter what you've got, if you got one pot. So I'm going to go all the way to my city, Houston, Texas. The Gallaghers. I just saw you a few minutes ago, but you didn't turn your camera off. So I need you to come back. There you are. Kim, put your mic on. She's right there in Houston, Texas.
Hello.
Hold on, let me spotlight you. She's in Houston, Texas, and Kim will call me up or text me up and say, save me your bottoms of your celery, or save me your seeds for your avocados. And she's just been taking that stuff and just doing things. So go ahead, take it away, Kim.
Well, gardening is relaxing for me. So I love garden, and I like to watch things grow. So I should have been a scientist. I have 4 avocado trees, 3 apple trees, 1 pear tree. I have, 6 tomato plants, 5 bell pepper plants. This year, I'm trying eggplant and celery. I got 2 things of celery. I'm also trying radish. Never tried it, so I've tried. I'm also trying cucumbers, something new, see if it does good. And I planted a green bean and forgot what it was until it started coming up. And I was like, oh, that's my green bean plant. You're not supposed to be up yet, but it's up. But with all this good rain, everything is just growing real fast. And I have them in coffee cans. I like to footstep and pan so I can move them around. So I'm having to repot as fast as I get them. So it's like, okay. And I've had about, what's that, four avocado trees. Really, I had 6. 2 I gave away. I put up for adoption. So a lot of times I just grow apple trees and pear trees and I give them away because I don't have a big enough yard to put them in. But I figure if somebody's got a yard, I'll grow them. They can come. I'll give them to them, and they can put it in their yard. So this is something I do to relax. When I get out there early before it gets hot, or after to relax, unwind for today, and just have fun. And really, I like to play in the dirt.
So are you gonna show us yours?
Oh, let me see.
Or do you need me to show the pictures?
Show the picture because
Okay. Several of you sent pictures to me, so I'll show you pictures. So tell us what
yes,
we're looking at here.
these are my tomato plants and my bell pepper plants and 2 apple trees is real old, it's done tall, and my oldest avocado tree that I need to get a bucket and put in. Then on the end, I have some celery. I'm trying sweet potatoes and plain potatoes this year to see if I can get them to grow. But most of it's peppers and tomatoes that I'm doing. Then I have some green beans, my radish, and my radish haven't came up yet, so I'm hoping in my eggplant. And then I got some flowers. I like to do flowers also.
Awesome, awesome. All right, fantastic. Let's stop sharing. Thank you, Kim.
No problem. Have a great day.
Fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. So see, everybody got to start somewhere and start somewhere. Kim is just checking it out, whatever. Let's go to Chicago. Miss Karen Wilson.
Mute. Everybody mute.
Miss Karen Wilson, let me spotlight you. There you go. Hey, Karen.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm on my
What are you doing
deck.
over there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm on my deck. I don't know. Okay, Dr. Ross, you have to help me turn around. But I just have some flowers out here. Let's see. Is it a way to, oh, man.
It's in the right-hand corner of your phone where you flip it around, usually. That's it.
Okay. So that right there is the mosquito plant centrella, or however you pronounce that word. And this is basil. It's just in a little pot because it gets bugs. So I'm separating it from everybody else. And these are just some flowers that's on the deck. I'm walking off the deck. Another centralia plant. And then in my garden, this is cilantro. This is tomato plant. And the tomatoes are underneath. I don't know. A lot of them hide under there. I don't know if you can see them or not.
We see them. Yeah.
Okay. And this is another tomato plant. And then this is, well, that over there that you're looking at, way over there is spinach. And behind the spinach is kale. And then this closer is thyme, parsley, rosemary, and peppers. And then here I have some red romaine lettuce, and this is green romaine, and then this was mixed. It's all romaine lettuce. This is chard right here, and it's a cicada in here. Get out. Chard, and back there is cabbage. And somebody told me to plant sage by cabbage and the bugs wouldn't bother it. So that little tiny one there, that's some sage. This is peppermint, lavender, oregano. No, that's lavender. This is oregano. And I forgot what this is. Oh, this is lavender as well. And this is dill. And that's my outdoor garden.
Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, looking beautiful. I remember how it was, it's grown a lot.
It has grown a lot. And I wouldn't cut it because I was saving it to show it off, but probably will cut it tonight. Not cut it, harvest tonight.
Yes. All right.
That's it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you.
My goodness, anybody motivated? All right, so now let's go over to, let me find, is Susan Wallace here? Let's see, is Susan Wallace here? Okay, she may not be here, but she sent me pictures. I hear somebody talking. Let me double check. Is Susan Wallace here? Okay, so she sent pictures to Terry Anderson. And let me at least share with you. Let's see. Okay, here it is. She sent what she's doing, and we want to share hers. She sent a video, actually.
Okay, I just wanted to show you a little bit. I just cut, like I had a celery, I cut the little bottom part off of it and watered and put it in some water and it rooted and I stuck that in there. Okay. And this is my little cannabis plant. And this is bell pepper. This is cilantro. Okay, that's that. I got a lot of little plants everywhere. But I wanted to show you that. Okay, I'm gonna come back, show you some more in a minute. Okay, I just wanted to show you a little bit. I just cut, like I had a celery, I cut the little.
Okay, hold on, that's the same one. Here's the next one.
Okay, I think, I forgot what I put in here, but I'll find out what it is. I got some garlic right there. That's some spearmint. That's tomatoes.
Come on, girl.
I got some more spearmint.
Go. Come on.
I think that's kale or something. But these are herbs. Okay, I got some more stuff. I'm gonna send you another. You me what's out here. I'm gonna send you another one, another video. Okay, now I'm outside, and I got my tomatoes right here. They kind of dry. I'm gonna give them some water, and I got some cabbage started, some beans. That's some basil. That's kale. And my other little stuff is growing, but I'm not sure. I think this is cilantro too. And this is some more tomatoes. I'm about to water it. It looks dry. So no strawberries. And I think I got some more right here. Yeah, I gotta put some more water in that. And then I'm gonna put my other peppers in here. So we kind of getting it together. I got some, oh, I got a little bean right there. Look at that. So I'm trying, I'm learning as I go. All right, just want to show you a little bit.
Thank you, Susan Wallace. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So moving right along, let's see. We've got Michelle Stewart in Clarksville, Texas. Michelle, where are you?
Hey, all right, Dr. Ross, I'm headed to my garden. I'm leaving my garage sale, leave my husband in charge of the garage sale.
Okay, all right.
Get my garden shoes on. And I've just been doing gardening 2 years since we moved into the house. I started out with the planters in the house, and then I progressed to let me turn this camera around, see if I can make it go. I see how you turn it. I'm like Karen, trying to see if I can reverse this.
Usually in the right-hand corner.
Yeah.
That's all right. If you can't, just turn the camera, just turn the whole camera around.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. So when I started out, we started with 2 rows. These 2 rows here, we planted them the first year. And the second year, we added these next 2 rows. And I've already harvested because they came up early May. So I had to start kind of thinning it out so that I wouldn't lose them, because once they start growing flowers on top of them, then they know they're good. So I've got cabbage, and I've got kale, I've got lettuce, and I've already gotten the lettuce. So here's the lettuce is starting again to grow. I've got zucchini and squash and more kale on this row. I've got a spinach, got watermelons, got the little watermelons coming up in the back. I only threw out a few of them because I didn't know how much space they would actually need. This part of the garden, we just did this year. Every year I do a double the box. So I've doubled the box this year. So the watermelons come up, the bell peppers are coming up, the onions have come up, or coming up. I had onions on the first row too. I've already got those. Those are the pictures I sent you of all my stuff that I've already picked. And then I have a tomato plant here. And of course, I like to be, I'm very artistic, so I like little art stuff. So I got a little art in the garden. Say, gardeners know all the dirt. And the onions. And I just love working in this little garden. But I've got to get a little more experience. But like I say, I extend my box every year, and because it's been so successful. And we're trying to create a blue zone here. My sister has a garden. I have 2 cousins down the street that have gardens. Everybody, pretty much everybody on the street have gardens already. So we are working on, I'm working on them with that meat. They're not willing to give up their meat yet.
Okay.
Oh, my rosemary failed. That's what I was looking for, my rosemary, because it's really growing. It's really growing. It's double that size, and since I put it out here couple of months ago. But that's my garden, and I'm having a great time with it.
Can you raise up your camera? Can you show us the cows?
You know, it's hot out here. They're there in the back. There's a few of them out. Can y'all see? There's 2 black ones there.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, she's a rancher. She has cows.
And you see that white one there?
Yep.
She's the only white cow we have. We used to have chalets. Her mother died, and we raised her from a baby. So she's spoiled, and my husband don't want to sell her, so he keeps her around. I told her she's costing too much money, because it costs a lot of money to feed a cow. And when they get big enough, they need to be sold when they can't be sold. She won't have babies. I don't think she's gonna ever have babies. So she'll be ground beef for somebody soon. But that's our little ranch. I mean, we love it here. Lots of trees. There's our pond down there. A lot of them come fishing over here, and we just let them fish. We have 50 acres. Cross over here, it's my sister's house. That's her little house over there. She has 100 acres over there, because she has 50 acres of hay meadow. She does all the hay, grows all the hay. And then we have this little deer here. This is our storm shelter. We had to build a storm shelter this year because we have so many tornadoes that come from Oklahoma, because we're right here on the Oklahoma border. So that's our storm shelter.
Awesome.
And it'll see.
Jill, do you really go underground?
Yes.
Oh my
If we
God.
don't, we can't take no risk to stay in the house and be blown away.
Well, of course.
Like
yeah.
Dorothy.
Oh Lord.
But yeah,
Well,
this
okay.
is, and then the kids out, of course, they're out swimming today, so they're in the pool, and then we have the patio. We do a lot of things on our patio. So that's what we do here in the country.
Thank you, Michelle. Because she said everything that you need is in the storm shelter. You got chairs, you got a TV or something, and food to eat.
We got food. Yeah, we got snacks down there, snacks, and yeah. And then here's my front. I have a little patio out in my front. Yeah. I have a lot of flowers out there. I do my flowers out in the front. And then that's my patio that my husband laid while I was at Chicago for the conference. He laid me a patio in the front so I could sit and have my coffee and my breakfast.
Awesome.
That's where I watch the sun come up. I watch the sun come up there, and then I watch the sun go down in the back.
Oh Lord. Oh, you just made me want to come to Clarksville now.
Hey, come on. We love company.
Thank you, Michelle.
You're so welcome.
All right. We're going to go across the country now to Miss Pam Dye. I'm so glad she reached out to me.
How you all doing?
Hey, Pam.
So what I've got here is, and I'm not taking any credit because my husband is a gardener. Take advantage of small space. I don't have a big ranch like Michelle. Let me just turn my camera over. So this is in our driveway. Okay, so you can see that we've got green and red lettuce growing, some tomatoes. Swiss chard is coming up. I've been picking off the lettuce. Actually, the lettuce is almost ready to bolt. Just showing you here, the tomato plants are starting to take over. As soon as it gets warm out, that's what happens. Then you've got some pepper plants here, and then we've got some herbs over here. Oops. Yeah, we've got chives, some parsley, rosemary, basil, and then he's got some cucumbers over here. And then on the other side of the house is where we have more garden. And I think I said that to you, Dr. Roz. I don't know if you saw it.
I'll look and see. Yeah. You must have sent it to email or text.
I sent the email.
Okay.
I mean, that's what we have here. We've been eating, and we're leaving town, and I'm like, how am I going to eat all this lettuce? So we're going to neighbors.
Yes.
But I'm loving the Swiss chard. Just picking leaves and cutting them up. I had some for breakfast this morning. Cutting it up for lunch, dinner, whatever.
Wow.
That's it.
Beautiful.
If not, do you want me to send you the other video that I did on the other side of the house?
Yeah, because I don't know which email did you send it to?
Communications.
Okay. I don't have that one up right now. Hold on, let me see if I can get to it real quick. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, I've got it. Let's go.
Okay, so this is the other side of our garden, um, uh, aligning our fence. So we've got potatoes right here. You see that they start as tubers in the ground, and then they grow up in these green foliage here, and eventually they're cut down. Here I have a squash plant and another squash plant in the pot. I've got 2 collard greens here. We've got some peppers, parsley, of course our lettuce, and then against the fence we've got sugar snap peas that are very ripe. We've been picking them for a couple of weeks. And then of course, when all of this comes down, the tomatoes will start to flourish, but right now they are flourishing. And we've got a couple of pepper plants in here as well.
Absolutely amazing.
Using, a garden in small spaces.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, you have definitely found space wherever you can find the space. It's like people put buildings up. They can find a plot of land and they put a building up.
Yep, that's it. But that's in New York City, not here.
That's right, Mama Dorsey. All right there in New York.
Okay,
Thank you, Pam.
you're welcome.
All right, now we're headed over to Lynchburg, Virginia. Lynchburg, Virginia. Diana Coleman, where are you? You're muted. You're muted.
I'm going to get.
There you go.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn it around so they can see you. Go ahead.
All right. Go this way. Okay, I've got guests here. This is well, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jessica Arrington. I'm Evelyn Andrews. I'm Janet Jackson.
And Janet, make sure you say Master Gardner.
Master Gardner.
Oh my goodness.
So she's already been critiquing, and we're just having a lunch here. As the other people are supposed to be coming. You're gonna mute that so that yeah. Give me just a minute. Jessica's so handy with all of that, so I won't get that feedback. Okay, is that better, Dr.?
You're good.
Okay. What's all this stuff? Does that matter? Nope. Oh, okay. All right, so now let me begin by saying my garden. I'm going to start over here, and you'll see oregano. And I want you to take a notice of the plant sticks. They're actually from Lowe's. And if you know a painter that's already painting buildings, you can get them from them, and they already have some color on them. We have spinach growing here, basil. The basil's looking really good. I've been eating off of that. I love basil. The Swiss chard. I named everything. So when the learning experience for the kids as well. There's turnips there, cucumbers. Oh, it's flowering. Look at that. Come on now. This is the green beans. They're not doing well. I'm going to get the master gardener to explain it to me later. Got some kale going there. Some mint. This is parsley in the back. That's a little bit going. Some peppers coming up. This is lettuce. I've been really enjoying the lettuce right here in the back. Don't have a whole lot. The containers aren't so big. And this is the guy. I'm going to just go over some things with him later too. Some books Dr. Roz recommended. Guide to Smart Food Choices, and just some more information there. Here's some echinacea. Here's my broccoli coming. I eat the leaves of that and everything. The beets, the carrots. Oh my God. I'm going to just take a little sprig of this. They actually taste like carrots, just eating them. Tomato. I don't know what that is. Oh, and this is the lion's mane mushroom. And you mix it every day. I think it's actually ready. I'm gonna give it a little miss. We're gonna eat that. Dr. Roz is gonna give me a recipe, she said.
Yeah.
And yeah, you said, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. This is onions here coming up. This is dill. This is just real frisky here. You may want to put some more dill on your salads too. And tomato. This is more kale growing here. And you see I labeled everything. This is a German Johnson tomato. I think it likes it right there. And actually, there's a tomato. You see the tomato? This is one of the purple. This is a purple tomato. It's really good and meaty, as well as this one. This is a little Cherokee purple as well. Here's some corn. I've got to thin my corn out. I'm gonna have at least corn on the cob. And here is another tomato plant. Just need a little loving and a little bit more water, I think. It's been raining here continuously though. So there you are. This is my garden and these are my friends. Wave again. Jessica joins us on Rebound. And all of my friends are here and I'm grateful. Now, that's
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Diana. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Maybe we can schedule for your master chef to come back and give us a full presentation and teach us some stuff.
Okay. And you know what? I want to share this. The star of the day is the flat belly, and I'm wearing it. Can you get me? Can you see me?
Yeah, they see it.
They see it? Okay. And they're going to get to taste the aronia berry juice. I'm going to go over a little bit as far as the flatberry. I just saw the aronia berry powder that I meant to let them sprinkle some on the salad, but we can do another round of that. And I'm going to skip on past this little part right here. That's a little something for later. Where are we?
All right.
Okay, yeah. And the reason why I'm out here and able to be out here, you see this nasal defense spray? I tell you, this is for my allergies, so I can be in the garden again. Thanks to Akana, some pain cream, and I always bring my scripture and the word with me wherever I go. Take a screenshot of it. You might want to carry it with you too. Love you. Thanks.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all have a wonderful time.
Love you. Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to go to one of my sisters who's out of the country. She's from the Georgia area, but she is out of the country and she's got something special to share. Erica Padmore.
Hey, Dr. Roz, how you doing?
Good, good. Let me spotlight you. Hold on. I see your guest here with us.
How you guys doing?
Awesome.
Awesome. I wanted to have, first of all, the gentleman that is in another country, what country is he in? The first guy.
Philippines.
Oh, amazing. What's his name again? I'm sorry.
Anthony Morris.
Hey, Anthony. I'm in Mexico currently. Okay, so I have what I want to do, Dr. Ross, I sent you some pictures so I can show it of growing cannabis on an aeroponic system. I actually have, let me see if I can transfer this to my iPhone. Adrian, I invited Adrian Hicks to show her because I'm out of the country. I'm in Mexico and I couldn't get anything aeroponic shipped here, but I do have a tabletop aeroponic, which I will show, but I wanted to have Adrian show hers on my behalf. And also Fatima is here, so I suppose she's going to show hers as well. Yes. So Adrian is here to show her vertical garden while I switch over to my phone and I'm going to show the tabletop that I have. Okay.
Welcome, Adrian. Welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm so excited and just loving everybody growing their own food. We're kind of based with these aeroponic towers of placing these towers in places that people have no experience, have absolutely no space, and have no time to grow, which I fell into all of those categories. So let me turn my camera around and I'll show you the ones that I am growing. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my towers?
Yes.
Okay, can you still see them? Let me ask that right now because
Yes.
is it okay? Awesome. So on this tower garden, if you see, I'm in a small town home. I have no space to grow. So what I'm growing on here is collard greens. It's watering itself right now. Now let me see. Can you hear it? Let me see if I can show you how it is actually watering itself. I don't know if you can see it because the sun is probably in the way, but it's actually watering itself right now. So let me tell you what I have. So I have some dino kale. I have onions. You can see the onion base. I have tons of basil. I have all kinds of different tomatoes. Um, growing on here. The tomatoes are coming in. You can grow flowers on here. I have cauliflower. And yep, we've been eating all the cauliflower leaves as the cauliflower grows. We got squash, tons of squash coming in on this tower garden. I have eggplants coming in. I have beans coming in. Actually, this is edamame coming in. So this is the edamame beans all coming in. It's going all around there. We got some squash. We got zucchini on these towers. We got cucumbers, again, collard greens. And then I'm going to take you inside. And I just want to say, I was in Mexico for 5 weeks and didn't have to have anybody take care of my tower garden. I think my husband filled it up with water. This is where you would put the water in. I think he did it once. I got something else. Oh, these I think are string beans coming in. But let me take you and show you my indoor one. Oh, I have watermelon and cantaloupe and honeydew on those towers outside also. So this is the indoor one. We got thyme, oregano, we got peppers. Oh, and out there, I actually saw a couple of jalapeno peppers coming in. I found that today. Mustard greens, Swiss chard, bok choy, mustard greens because I absolutely love them. We got tomatoes coming in. These are container tomatoes, and I have about 4 different types of peppers. Also coming in, see all of the flowers. And let me show you the base of this. And so this is a decorated base because we also have these in tons of schools. I want to say in this past month, we put them in it's total with us, it's been about 1,100 tower gardens. And again, all of these are in areas where they just don't have the land, the space, or the time to be able to grow. So thank you again. If you have any questions for me, you can ask me some questions.
Pam. Is this Pam? Am I
This
saying the
is
name?
Adrian.
Adrian. This is Betty Watts from Mississippi. I have 2 towers, but they're very, very tall. And right now I'm letting my friend use them because I really don't have the space for them. Show me your tower outside that you have.
Okay.
They're growing the watermelon.
Okay, that's the same tower that you saw inside.
Oh,
So
okay.
we have 2 tower gardens. You see that? That's the space. And let me
Okay.
show you where let me see where the cantaloupe is coming in. I saw that. See, that one will be watermelon coming in. I just planted that in there. And last summer, I grew about 8 watermelon, but I don't baby my tower gardens. Oh, I got dill in there. Also, I got fennel. I don't baby my tower gardens. So my niece she babies her tower garden. They grew about 18 huge watermelon. And here's the thing, right? And of course, you can stack them to make them taller, which is what you
Right.
must have done.
Right.
So if you see my yard, right, I'm getting ready to put a tower here, 2 towers here, a tower here, and 2 towers right there. And I'll give you a comparison of, let me go to my neighbor's yard. We have the same size yard. This is their yard, right? And so we definitely say grow food, not grass.
So y'all
I'm going to
combined.
show you this is the other yard, the neighbor's yard.
Well, that's good.
Right? And then you come back to my yard, same space.
Right.
But I'm going to look at all of the food that I'm growing and that I will be growing. And the beauty of these also is there's a lot of funding for these things. We have one school that just got like a $300,000 grant, all solely for tower gardens, because food is crucial. Food, I say food and muscle. Food and muscles is medicine. You need them both. But you need the food to even grow the muscle, right? Movement and food. So thank you again for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Grow food, not grass.
Got to do it. Got to do it. And if you guys need any information on this, you have 2 people that I know personally that work extensively with these tower gardens, and that is Fatima and Erica. So I was absolutely like, oh yeah, of course I'll jump on. It's
Awesome.
wonderful being able to grow your own food, but what about people that don't have the space or the knowledge, or the time?
Thank you. Thank you.
Or just don't want to go outside. Like Dr. Ross, she like hers on the inside.
Yes, ma'am.
For me, the reason that I love the Tower Garden is because, for me, I don't like the bugs, the worms, and the traditional garden, it's amazing. And I know some people like Ladrian like to say loyal to the soil, but when you're traveling, you have a busy schedule and you just want to, you guys saw I don't have any makeup on, and you have a busy schedule, you don't have the time. And you also have to look at sometimes sometimes you have a weather situation that happens that you can't control, and everything that you've planned, it can get destroyed. So having those things that you can pull inside and outside, and I actually have a little tabletop because I have to get something shipped here to Mexico. I don't know if Fatima is available to show hers, but this is just my tabletop. I just started growing this about a little less than a month ago, about a month ago. That's my little tabletop until I'm able to get one shipped to Mexico. And then I literally started planting. I just did this week. I'll show you guys. Fatima can show you hers because she's growing some amazing stuff on hers. So for me, I don't have the time. I don't have a green thumb. I'm trying my hand. It's just right in my little way right here, doing some stuff right here. So that one of them started growing. This is Scotch bonnet peppers. This is my favorite pepper until I'm able to get my tower garden shipped over to Mexico. And I want to do like a tower garden farm, but I did send you some slides, Dr. Ross, on growing cannabis on the tower garden, because you can see I have on my shirt because obviously I'm Florida Vicana, and we are big on CBD. And so we have people that are growing, actually, we have people in PV who have done private shippers and have it shipped there. So I'm looking into that here, and they're literally growing cannabis because that's big here. And so that's something too that you can do, grow the cannabis on the tower garden, and it grows beautifully. I don't know if Dr. Ross has time to show any pictures, but
Where'd you send it? Where'd you send it?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you send it?
Oh, I texted to you, Dr. Roz.
I know. Where did you send it?
To your text.
Okay.
Sorry.
And while she's waiting for that, can I just add how um how therapeutic these tower gardens are, that we're also putting them in a lot of mental therapy institutions. They're just amazing because they're it's a waterfall also, and it's just so therapeutic.
Well, and Adrian, it's good that you say that because a lot of people are here from Chicago, and a lot of folks don't know that we have them in Chicago, the Chicago O'Hare Airport. They're in there. They're also in Yankee Stadium. They're in hospitals. They're in nursing homes. They're in prisons. They're in churches, all over because there's a lot of grants available for them. So they're community farms. There's lots of
Is that
idea.
it?
Mhm. Yes, right. That's it. Yes, so I don't see the second page. Yeah. But I guess people can see that. Am I seeing that? Yeah. Yes, good. You're right. So you can see there how you can grow cannabis on these tower gardens. And there's a video that is attached to it because they were celebrating 420, and they talked about this guy who grows a specific strain of cannabis for cancer. And because he could not get it to grow at all, and sent this lady Jessica the seeds to see if she could just try it on an aeroponic system, and she had amazing results. So as a result of that, he was now able to utilize these tower gardens to grow his strain of cannabis to be able to create what the tinctures and stuff that he needed for cancer. So yeah, that's also another option. Obviously, you have to know what the laws on your state for growing, and some of them only allow you to grow a certain amount. But yeah, thank you for showing that, Dr. Roz. I appreciate it. And I don't know if you can have Fatima show hers.
Yeah, she's on schedule. She's on the list. Hold up. She's on the list.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, all right. Dr. Roz, I appreciate you giving us the opportunity. Thank you all. Wonderful gardens, everybody. You all are doing an amazing job. Keep growing. I'm so glad that thank you for doing this, Dr. Roz, and I'm so proud of all of you all for growing your own food. That's absolutely amazing. My name is Erica, the Wellness Coach. I'm on Facebook. Look me up.
Yeah. She's in Mexico. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time, Erica. Thank you for taking the time, both of you. All right. Y'all keep hearing her name, Fatima. Fatima. Come on, Fatima. Where are you? There you are.
I'm here, Dr. Roz. How you doing? How's
Hey,
everyone? You
wonderful.
see my Gracie in the background. I gave her a name. Yes, I'm a Fawn Tower Garden owner. Listen, I never thought I'd be growing anything that I could consume myself. And I grew up on the 12th floor in the projects, and maybe my father grew some tomatoes in the window, and that was about it. So when I got hold of this, and Erica showed me how I can grow my own food, I said this goes totally in line with what we're doing with Akana. Dr. Prince has taught us what one disease, cellular malfunction, two reasons for cellular malfunction, toxicity in the cells, and we're taking care of that with that detox. And the other is deficiency in nutrition of those cells. So we need to get these phytonutrients in. And we're hearing so much on the news about the grocery store, about the products that are coming to us. Even though they may be organic, they're not fully nutritious. They don't have all the nutrition. How you get the best nutrition when you're going from your garden to your table, as all these wonderful folks have shown already. And we're going from our tower to the table. So I grow, 365, I grow up 365 days of the year, as we don't have much of a growing season here in the Northeast. So this is the garden. I have a few pictures, but I'm going to throw it over to my cousin because she has hers at home. That's Tanisha. So let me just show these few pictures. and what I do, share screen.
Right.
Let me pull that up. So we are putting them in schools, and I've here at the studio, you know, I have Mind, Body, Soul Studio here in Albany, New York. So we're really promoting health and wellness here, exposing people to the flat belly lifestyle, plant-based eating for their blood type, and also growing their own food so that they're getting the full nutrition, all those phytonutrients that need to be added to bring our cells back to health and how we should be moving through. And those are some photos of the Tower Gardens in the schools, and kids will eat what they grow, I guarantee you. And they get excited too about it. So that's why I'm all gung-ho about this, eating my own foods right off of my garden, as well as you know, sharing it with the community. Also have some gardens going up I'm working with the Albany Recreation Department. We're getting ready to start gardening with our seniors, our older loved ones program, Growing Up Seasoned, it's called. And so we'll be doing that. But I'd like you to showcase my cousin Tanisha. She has her garden at home. Mine's at the studio, and I'm at home right now, so I can't show mine. You see Tanisha?
Yeah, I'm coming. Hi, everyone. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me clean that. Okay. So this is Bella. Hi, Bella. You're not Bella. She's Bella. So I have everything from lettuce down there. Of course, now she needs to be cleaned up and changed out, but she has Swiss chard on here and anise and lavender and kales and peppers. Her peppers, the colored peppers are growing in down here. I don't know if you can see them, but
Yes.
they come in very nicely, and there's jalapenos in there, and Scotch bonnet and cucumbers are coming in, and I'm one that just threw seeds in her to see what she can do, because the Tower Gardens are magic. So I do have a watermelon growing on there, surprisingly, but she's making it, and I have basil on here, and I do dabble in that CBD myself, so I do have that CBD growing up there. So my Tower Garden pretty much grows just about everything that I use. There's sage back there somewhere, and jalapeno peppers down there, and lettuces. And so again, she needs to be cleaned up because she's been growing some chives and onions and things like that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do some mint. So I started some mint down here, and so that's Bella.
Awesome. 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 Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tanisha. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you. All right. Our last one, you know, they say you save the best for last. That's what they say, huh? We're going all the way to Virginia to Miss Trish Newsome. Trish, what's up?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome presentation, everybody. I am so proud of everybody learning how to grow. We need more people to grow. The thing that got me when we first came into Akana was a presentation that talked about learning how to grow from your grandparents and your great-grandparents. That's how I learned how to grow vegetables, were from my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, because they grew up on a 47-acre farm in Little Prince Edward County. And that's how we learned how to farm. And it's a great thing. It's relaxing. You go out there and meditate early in the morning while you're weeding. You guys, I am just so proud that everybody's learning how to do this thing. And the best way is to grow your own stuff. Dr. Ross, when you showed that video about the misting, just telling people when you're buying fruits and vegetables, you need to make sure you're using a little bit of distilled vinegar to rinse those vegetables off. Because the stuff that you're eating, if you're eating wax, you're eating the stuff that is spraying on them, you need to get all that stuff off before you even partake of them. Even seeing people in the store, even though it says organic, sometimes the people in the store mix up organic with the regular stuff. So are you really getting organic? The only way you can know that you're really getting organic is that you're growing it yourself. There are some things that, even if you have small spaces, awesome job with all the container gardening that everybody's doing. And Dr. Raj, you have some of the stuff the pictures I sent you, because we're in Florida right now celebrating our youngest child's graduation. So I'm not at home to show you guys some of the stuff that I'm growing outside, but I did send Dr. Ross some of the pictures. But you guys can start with some of the stuff by just actually going to some of your local stores, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. Lowe's and Walmart will mark down plants. I don't pay full price for any type of plants. I won't do it. They mark down stuff. You can buy vegetable plants, and you just need to learn how to prune them. Can you show that picture of those tomato plants, Dr. Ross, that I bought at Lowe's, and I pruned them, and I got a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes.
How do you prune them?
What was that?
Is there a specific method in pruning them?
Yes, you got to get some shears and cut off the dead, dried up leaves. So this is one of the tomato plants that I bought from Lowe's. They were charging people I think they were like $16.99 or $14.99, something like that. And I got them to mark these down to $5 for me. So when I got them home, I just started cutting off the dead leaves. You have to prune anyway. When you are gardening, you have to weed and prune so that you can get bigger produce off of your plants. And this is what I got after I cleaned them up and they grew for a little while. After putting them with the right organic fertilizer and having them sit out and being watered. So these are some of the things. So even if you start out right now, you can go to your local Lowe's. And this is where, after I cleaned them up, this is after they've been sitting out and I've cleaned them up and they were growing for probably about maybe 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. And this is how they grow and they produce those tomatoes. There's nothing like going outside and picking a tomato off of your tomatoes plant and popping them in without having to wash it, because you know what you have grown. We have, just like I think Diana, we're growing mushrooms because that is a staple for what we're doing with plant-based eating. So I'm growing some oyster mushrooms, some lion's mane. So I'm dabbling in that. We have been growing, I got all kinds of herbs that we grow. So some of the easiest stuff to start growing, to start finding out about what you can grow. I also want to make a point that gardening is not about being perfect. It's about just going out, start preparing and planning on what you want to grow. It's not going to be easy. Even when you're growing on a tower, because I have one of the towers too. Even when you're growing in the tower, you still got to prune a little bit. You got to get rid of some of the stuff, the dead leaves and stuff, so that you can get a better harvest. That picture that Dr. Roz is showing is my harvest off of my tower, my hydroponic system. And you can get these systems, and everybody may not be able to afford those systems right up front. But these are some of the things that you can do so that you can start growing your own stuff. Even if you just start in little pots that you get from the dollar store. Like I have different herbs that have grown in these little sectional pots that you can get at the Dollar Tree. That they come with the 3 little sections, and you can put herbs in those. and you grow basil, and you can actually stack them on top of each other. Dr. Ross, can you show my tower? Well, while she's doing that, and you know, it's an easy way for you to teach your kids. Some of the easiest stuff to grow are going to be herbs, tomatoes, onions, some of the easiest stuff that the kids can learn how to grow, beans. And if they don't grow, you know, it's not the end of the world, because you can always start over. And sometimes one of the things I also want to point out for you guys to actually get trained on learning some of this stuff maybe is that each state has its own extension office that you can plug into and get training and education about growing different stuff for your state, and what zone that you're in. So if you go to your local, each county within each state also has its own extension office too, that's connected to the big state extension office. So if you've heard like 4-H and stuff like that, all those things are connected where they teach kids and adults how to grow, and they'll have different seminars that will be able to teach you on different stuff. I just attended a seminar on our soil and how the climate change is affecting our soil and our growing our fruits and vegetables from the soil.
Good afternoon. These walnuts have been sitting in water for the.
No, where's the tower? You sent it to, you texted, right?
Yeah, it's the pictures.
Was it the ones I was just showing?
It was the other ones. You should have got, it was like 4 towers.
I don't see that one. I see, well, you sent one before, but it didn't, it said the link expired.
Oh, let me send it to you again. Well, the other one that she was playing was about the walnuts. If you buy any store-bought stuff that you can actually soak those walnuts, you can show that one, Dr. Ross, because people need to know that, because we, you know, going plant-based, you're gonna be using walnuts for stuff. If people didn't get to see it on the Flat Belly Lifestyle site.
Now I gotta find it again. Okay, did you mean to send this message? Here it is, I think. God, now it's saying the link has expired. Goodness.
All right, I'll send that one to you too then. All right, the other ones are coming through.
Okay, cool. Got it. All right, somebody asked a question, wash. Let's see.
What's the question?
Hold on.
Okay.
Here we go. No. I think this is gonna play. Oh, no, you sent it again. That's right.
Yeah, I send it again. Right there.
Yeah.
So that is my tower that we started doing the same thing, teaching people how to be able to grow, because a lot of people don't like going outside because they don't want to deal with the bugs, they don't want to deal with the bees. But in all honesty, we need the bees to grow food, because if we don't have bees, we won't be able to grow food when we're doing it outside. So you need something to be able to pollinate if you're not growing inside. So don't always go killing your bugs and the bees. But that's my indoor garden starting out. We've harvested some lettuce off of there, some tomatoes off of there, cauliflower, a lot of cilantro and basil. So that's ours.
Awesome.
So Mike and I, we taught our boys how to garden, so that the boys are able to feed themselves without always having to depend on going to the grocery store to buy stuff. They know how to grow stuff and be able to prepare stuff. And that's the other thing, when you harvest stuff, you need to learn how to be able to can and preserve those things as well. And so that's something that we'll be talking about down the road too. After you harvest it, how do you preserve it and how do you can it to be able to have it when you don't have a indoor garden, vertical garden to grow? The things that you grow outside in your pots and stuff, how do you preserve those things? How do you dry herbs? How do you dehydrate some of the stuff that you do from the juicing that we do? How do you create green powders out of that stuff? Instead of throwing that pulp away, that pulp is, I call it gold to you, because that pulp can be turned into a lot of different things. And we need to be able to teach people when they do the juicing with us, how to turn that into something. You can use it for baked goods. You can dehydrate it, make your own organic green powder, make your own beet powder. There are different things that you can teach the people that you're teaching how to detox, what to do with that pulp. Because sometimes people's mindset is, I'm doing this and I'm just wasting money because I have juiced this and I'm just throwing it away. So we got to get better at telling people, do not throw that away, and how they can use it. And that's some of the things that we do, is teach people how to do that. If you have a dehydrator, that is a real must kitchen appliance for me, because I dehydrate a whole lot of stuff. But you can get little cheap dehydrators where you can dehydrate your pulp and stuff after you garden and stuff. But that's another whole subject within itself, Dr. Roz, outside of this. This is just about the gardening part. But there is so much you can do. I just want to point out, do not stress yourself. Gardening is not stressful. So do not think that you have to be perfect, because you do not need to be perfect with this. Gardening relaxes. It takes away a lot of stress. So sometimes when I'm like tense about something, I just go out in the garden. I go outside, sit on my patio and look at all the stuff that I have grown, and just be thankful that we have that opportunity to do so. Are there any questions? You said there was a question, Dr. Ross?
I think I saw somebody ask something, but I mean, hey, we can just open up the floor for anybody now. We've had, man, we got full of expertise in this joint. I'm just amazed. I'm amazed. I've been throwing away a lot of gold.
Yes, stop
Dr.
throwing away
Ross.
that pulp. Stop throwing it away.
Dr. Ross.
Hey, Anthony, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that's true. You know, in Mississippi, my grandparents, we was on an 8 acre cotton farm. We make use of everything. And I also wanted to say here in the Philippines, I got the 28.8 acres of land is much cheaper than property, over in the States. So that's a big help when you consider being in third world countries. And I'm leaving from here going to Nepal, which is poorer than here, and then India is poorer than there, and then Pakistan is poorer than there. So that's what we're trying to do, set the logistics and the groundwork so we can get into these areas and set up the blue zones that we're doing in Akana. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Listen, it's been great. Thank you, everybody. Man, this has been amazing, amazing. Anybody, the floor is open. Questions?
Yes, Dr.
I have,
Ross.
oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Miss Betty. And then whoever that was will be after.
This is
Mama
for Anthony Morris. Anthony, I'd just like to say hello to you and so proud of you for what you're doing for God peoples.